Hello, my friends. Today we're diving into the story of one of the most mysterious and fascinating characters in Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba. A man who rarely speaks, always looks calm, but when he draws his sword, everyone holds their breath in awe. Yes, you guessed it right, Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira. This tale is filled with sorrow and hope, with silences that hide oceans of emotion, and moments that prove even the quietest souls can become the greatest heroes. So, stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to tell you Giyu's life story like a heartfelt and timeless tale. Giyu was born into a simple rural family. In a world shadowed by demons, every day was a struggle between fear and hope. For young Giyu, his older sister Tsutako was everything. Their parents passed away when he was still very small, so Tsutako became both sister and mother to him. But fate can be merciless. One dreadful night, a demon attacked their home. The night was filled with screams, fear, and blood. Tsutako threw herself in front of the monster to protect her little brother. Giyu survived, but his world shattered. From that day forward, every time he closed his eyes, he saw the image of his sister. That wound became the first scar carved into his heart, a scar that never healed, and one that left him with a deep sense of guilt and loneliness. After that tragedy, Giyu was no longer just an ordinary child. His heart burned with confusion, grief, and a quiet determination. He longed for a way to fight back, to ensure no one else would suffer as he had. His destiny led him to Sakonji Urokodaki, the former Water Hashira, a stern yet kind master who wore a Tengu mask. Urokodaki had trained many of the strongest demon slayers, and now he became Giyu's teacher. Under his guidance, Giyu began to learn the art of water breathing. This technique was built on imitating the flow of water, flexible, ever-moving, yet powerful enough to carve through stone. Day and night, Giyu trained. He stumbled, he fell, but like water itself, he always found a way to keep flowing forward. Training wasn't a lonely path for Giyu. He had a friend by his side, Sabito. Sabito was lively, strong, and always full of energy. The two boys quickly became inseparable. When training grew harsh, Sabito's laughter and encouragement lifted Giyu's spirit. They were like brothers, one quiet and reserved, the other bold and spirited. Together, they dreamed of becoming heroes who would stand against demons and protect humanity. Their friendship was the balance Giyu needed. Sabito gave him strength, and Giyu gave Sabito calm. To become a true demon slayer, one had to pass the terrifying final selection, a 7-night ordeal of survival against demons. Both Giyu and Sabito entered this trial. But fate, once again, was cruel. An event during the test shattered Giyu's heart for a second time. Sabito was lost while fighting to protect others. Once again, Giyu lived on while someone he loved was taken away. In his mind, a voice kept whispering, "Why am I the one who survives when others fall?" This survivor's guilt became a heavy chain he carried for the rest of his life. Despite the grief, Giyu didn't stop. He fought, trained, and faced countless demons. Over the years, his sword became sharper, his movements more fluid, and his mastery of water breathing unparalleled. In time, he rose to the rank of Hashira, one of the elite pillars of the Demon Slayer Corps. As the Water Hashira, his combat style was mesmerizing. Each slash was like a flowing wave, graceful yet devastating. But even with this great title, Giyu never allowed himself pride. Deep down, he questioned if he was truly worthy of being a Hashira. This quiet self-doubt kept him distant and reserved, setting him apart from the others. One of the most defining moments in Giyu's life came when he met a boy named Tanjiro Kamado. Tanjiro was a young man who had lost his family to demons. The only survivor was his sister, Nezuko, but she had been transformed into a demon herself. According to the laws of the Demon Slayer Corps, all demons must be killed. Giyu initially prepared to fulfill that duty, but then he witnessed something extraordinary. Nezuko, despite being a demon, did not attack her brother. Instead, she stood in front of him, protecting him. This moment shook Giyu to his core. For years, he had believed demons were nothing but merciless monsters, yet here was one who showed human emotions, love, and loyalty. Against all expectations, Giyu made a choice. He spared Nezuko's life and gave Tanjiro a chance. That decision changed not only Tanjiro's destiny, but also Giyu's own. Giyu remained a mystery to many. When he stood among the other Hashira, he often seemed aloof, saying little, his expression unreadable. Some thought he was arrogant, others thought he didn't care. But the truth was far gentler. Giyu wasn't arrogant, he was scarred. A man who had lost too much, too soon, and never forgiven himself. Deep inside, his heart was kind and compassionate. Sparing Nezuko was proof of that kindness. He simply didn't know how to express what he felt. Giyu Tomioka is like a river, sometimes calm, sometimes fierce, always moving, always searching for a path forward. On the surface, a river may look quiet, but beneath lies unstoppable strength. Giyu, too, carried silent power. Though his silence made him seem distant, his determination to protect others never wavered. And that, my friends, was the story of Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira, a man who grew up with sorrow and loneliness, yet rose to become one of the strongest swordsmen of the Demon Slayer Corps. If you love Giyu's mysterious and calm nature as much as I do, let me know in the comments which part of his story touched you the most. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this tale with your friends who love Demon Slayer. Until the next story, stay strong, stay kind, and keep flowing like a river.